Welcome to our historical spotlight on Robert E. Lee, the Confederate general who was born to a Revolutionary War hero but somehow missed the memo about fighting for independence for everyone. Born in 1807 at Stratford Hall, Virginia, Lee came from quite the pedigree. His father, Light Horse Harry, Lee fought alongside George Washington, which is like having a dad who played basketball with Michael Jordan, only to grow up rooting for the opposing team. Young Robert's childhood took a dramatic turn when his father fled to the Caribbean to escape predators, a colonial version of going out for milk and never coming back. Despite family financial troubles that could rival a modern reality show, Lee managed to secure an appointment to West Point, where he graduated second in his class in 1829 without a single demerit, essentially the 19th century equivalent of being that annoying classmate who reminds the teacher about homework. His perfect disciplinary record surely had his classmates Raleigh. Before becoming the South's military poster boy, Lee served in the U.S. Army for 32 years, which makes his decision to join the Confederacy the military equivalent of leaving a 5-star review and then complaining to the manager. During the Mexican-American War, 1846-1848, Lee performed so impressively that General Winfield Scott called him the very best soldier I ever saw in the field. High praise that Lee probably wished came with a warning label. Compliments may lead to unrealistic expectations during future civil conflicts. In 1831, Lee married Mary Anna Randolph Custis, George Washington's step-great-granddaughter, because apparently marrying into American royalty was on his bucket list. Together they had 7 children, creating a family tree more tangled with American history than a conspiracy theorist's corkboard. Their home at Arlington House overlooked Washington, D.C., which must have made for some awkward views during the Civil War. Honey, I can see my former colleagues. Despite opposing secession personally, talk about workplace awkwardness, Lee felt obligated to defend his native Virginia, showing a state loyalty that modern DMVs can only dream of inspiring. When offered command of the Union Army by President Lincoln, Lee turned it down faster than someone declining a subscription renewal after the free trial ends. As commander of the Army of Northern Virginia from 1862 to 1865, Lee demonstrated tactical brilliance that earned him the nickname Marble Model, though it's unclear if that referred to his stoic demeanor or his impressive statue potential. His victory at Chancellorsville against a Union force twice his size is considered his masterpiece, the military equivalent of beating a chess grandmaster while playing blindfolded with one hand tied behind your back. However, his decision to invade the North and the subsequent defeat at Gettysburg proved that even military geniuses occasionally have ideas worse than gas station sushi. Lee's famous picky. After 4 years of fighting, Lee finally surrendered at Appomattox Courthouse in April 1865, a meeting so civilized it made breakups between mature adults look like kindergarten tantrums. General Grant, showing unexpected mercy, allowed Confederate officers to keep their sidearms and horses, basically saying, "We're cool, just please stop trying to leave the country." Lee's dignified acceptance of defeat probably prevented further bloodshed, though one can imagine his internal monologue was less composed. Well, this is embarrassing. After the war, Lee became president of Washington College, now Washington and Lee University, where he probably had the most uncomfortable faculty meetings in academic history. Imagine the awkward icebreakers. So, what did everyone do during the war? As college president, Lee surprisingly advocated for reconciliation between North and South, the 19th century equivalent of suggesting ex-couples should remain friends. While controversial for his defense of slavery and the Confederacy, Lee's complex legacy reminds us that history, like family holiday dinners, is rarely black and white, though in Lee's case, it absolutely should have been. After his death, the Lost Cause movement transformed Lee into a near-mythical figure, giving him a posthumous glow-up that rivals modern Instagram filters. His image has been used to justify various causes, making him the historical equivalent of that friend whose quotes you take out of context to win arguments. Recent reassessments have rightfully emphasized Lee's role in defending the indefensible institution of slavery. Turns out fighting to preserve human bondage doesn't age well. Who knew? Modern historians now view Lee with more nuance, acknowledging his military skills while condemning his moral failures. It's like admiring someone's impressive sandcastle while noting they built it on a sewage pipe. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button so that we can continue to provide you great content. Have a great day, everyone.